It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Lions and the reigning Super Bowl champs. And it's coming up.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
2nd and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. You look at this Colt defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment, so this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
Hooker on first down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Throwing. Hooker. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dio Odengbo. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Hooker to throw it. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 3rd down throw, incomplete as well.
That open man that time, they end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Play action. Now Richardson. Sliding it in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Third and 19. Richardson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Dances by him. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
This is 2nd and 8. Hooker's going to throw it. Oh, he still makes the catch, even though it was tipped at the line. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
That's a good example for young receivers about how you should never give up on a play, because sometimes it's right in your hands. Other times you've got to play defense and knock it away. But at all times, follow the football. And in this case, he hauls it in for a big gain.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hooker. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Gibbs. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard of the pick up there. 2nd and goal. Now Hooker. Flushed out right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special, because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal. And
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Richardson to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hooker. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And he's going to down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Hooker. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Lions.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. A nice little juke. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run. It's a positive play for the offense.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hooker now off play action. And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hooker now on 2nd down. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. They go play action. Here's Hooker. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
On 2nd down, Hooker. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now another incompletion here as they fail to connect on another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Richardson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Christian Wilkins able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He'll let one go deep for downs. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Josh Downs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness. And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie. Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 13-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Hooker's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Throwing. Hooker. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 5. Here's Hooker to throw it. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's got this down to the 35. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And the Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. The Patriots trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, it's off to the land to check on the Browns at home in the Dog Pound. And they have the lead over the visiting Buccaneers as that game has gone to halftime. Nick Chubb, a touchdown run in that first half. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Najee Harris, a touchdown run in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Richardson looking to throw this. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. Mike Williams, 70 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Hooker going to try to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Richardson to throw off play action. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action. Now Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
Off play action. Here's Hooker.
And this is caught by Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a bootleg with Hooker.
It's complete to Williams. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. Looking to throw, Hooker.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Taylor.
A strong running.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back to Taylor on first down.
Shifts past him at the 45. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Gay's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Holding offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 3rd down.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out.
There with no return. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Their defense is able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Church went out to eat. Got a full belly in my recliner. So.
That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's
yeah, I ran into Drew and Mariah and Brandy there too. Went to first watch.
Here's Richardson to throw.
It's a
finds his big tight end,
place. You'd think it was had something to do with police or something, you know. I thought that's what I thought when I first saw it. Going in there, I thought it was like a police place.
All right, this is the time of the game. They're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Yeah.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Richardson's throw caught by Pierce.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Now it's Richardson. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Off play action. Richardson.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Okay, ready?
Following the fumble recovery, Hooker, and incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Julius Brents on the coverage.
Off the option, here's Gibbs.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 27. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Richardson.
At the 40-yard line.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hooker's going to throw it.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Williams on the coverage.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 24.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Hooker to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Hooker. He'll go right back to St. Brown.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Sam Laporta from 10 yards out. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And the Colts coming out now.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
The Colts set to take over here offensively. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. And this one complete to Doolin. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here, Richardson yet again.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
3rd and long for Richardson. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what